But I don't know, for whatever reason, he started to want these foods again, and he brought them back into his diet, and he didn't do well. He started getting swelling in his hands, and he started to feel just really crummy and have aches and pains. And I called him a few weeks after this, and his voice was peculiar, like a guy on drugs. I said, "Tony, what is with you?" He said, "It's the narcotics. My cancer's back. I'm on painkillers." And about 2 weeks after that, he was dead. Now, you cannot know from a single person, did diet causes prostate cancer? And did the diet change help cure it? And you also can't know, had he stayed on this healthy diet, would he be alive today? You can't know any of that. But what we do know is that foods do dial hormones up and down, and hormones, prostate cancer is a classic hormone-related cancer, like breast cancer in women. And it would be no surprise if the course of this were changed, particularly if you made a very radical diet change from the diet that contributed to the diet in the first place. So the body can heal. If you cut your hand, a Band-Aid does not heal you. A Band-Aid just protects you. Inside each skin cell is DNA that has the plans for healing that cut. If you break your leg, a cast does not heal you. It just holds your bones steady. Inside the cells that make up the bone are the plans to heal that fracture. Inside your arteries is the plan to clean out those arterial narrowings. But your skin can't heal if you keep picking at the cut, and your bones can't heal if you don't have a good cast there to hold it steady, and your arteries will never open up again if you're spraying them with cholesterol day after day after day that came from the cheese and meat that you're eating, and your cancer does not have a chance of getting better if you're eating the same foods that caused it in the first place. And doctors like me, in medical school, we didn't learn about this. Our idea was to overpower the body with medications and other kinds of treatments rather than exploit the body's capacity to be your best ally in the healing process. So a healthy diet is fruits and grains and legumes and vegetables. What are legumes, by the way? Beans, peas, foods that grow in a pod, exactly. So don't forget to take vitamin B12. You need it for healthy nerves, healthy blood. You don't need very much, just 2.4 micrograms, but that's the only supplement that's really absolutely mandatory. Okay, so if you were dragged here by your friend and you're wondering what's this about, is this a cult? I wasn't planning to do this. I don't even have a taste for folk music. What am I doing here? But you're thinking maybe this is not such a bad idea. I wouldn't mind trying out this kind of healthy vegan diet. Let me show you how we started with patients, and I've never seen anybody unable to do it. If you'd like to test it out, here's what you do. Take a week and just check out the possibilities. Take a week and see what vegan foods you would actually enjoy. Okay? So there's lots of things. You take a piece of paper and write breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, and take 7 days and write the foods that you would actually like. So for breakfast, if every day you have corn flakes with milk and you never tried almond milk, see what you think. See if it's any good. And then try lunches and dinners and see which foods you like. If you don't like it, don't write it down. If you like it, put it on your list. And if you go to an Italian restaurant, they're more than happy to make you a pizza without cheese or to top your spaghetti with a marinara sauce or arrabbiata sauce. They've got the vegan options there. Or if you go Latin American, they're more than happy to make you a bean burrito or veggie fajitas or beans and rice. And if you go Chinese, they got rice dishes and tofu dishes and all kinds of things. And if your friends drag you to a sushi bar, don't have the fish sushi unless you're very well insured. But you can have the cucumber roll or the asparagus roll or the sweet potato roll and have the edamame and have the seaweed salad and so forth. They're all healthy. If you go fast food, I know that Taco Bell is not the pinnacle of culinary art, but if that's where you are, don't have the meat taco, have the bean burrito, hold the cheese, you'll get by. Okay, so, all right, it's been a week. I've got some foods, I wrote them down on my list. Now, step 2 is take 3 weeks and do it all vegan all the time for 21 days. That's all. And you can do anything for 21 days, plus you already know which foods you like and you stock up. After 21 days, 2 things will have happened. Number 1, you're physically healthy. You're losing weight. If you have diabetes, your blood sugar is better. Your digestion is better. Your mood is better. But the other thing is your whole attitude about food is changing. You discover that you can live without a lot of the things that you thought were just essential to life. And there are all kinds of new cool foods and new products and new videos. And you discover that about 16 of your friends have all been doing this already, and they were wondering when you would catch up with them. So you just check out the possibilities for a week, 3 weeks test drive, and that'll change your life. I do have some resources for you. On your smartphone, we have the 21-day vegan kickstart. It doesn't cost a cent, and it has menus and recipes and videos. You can download that. You will enjoy it. For any clinicians in the audience, doctors, nurses, medical students, the Nutrition Guide for Clinicians is a free download that covers everything from Alzheimer's disease to varicose veins. We have Nutrition CME for continuing medical education. For all the doctors who never learned this in medical school, it's not too late. Nutrition CME has you covered with free AMA-approved continuing medical education. And please come to Washington in August 6th through 8th. We have the International Conference on Nutrition in Medicine, which Natalie Hardcastle is over there. It has been orchestrating for us. We've got more than 1,000 doctors who are going to come. It's going to change your life. Right, Natalie? Yep, it's going to be great. And this is my new book. Whenever I write a book, the idea is to make a tool that will help people get from here to there. So let me just describe this really quickly. The first part is all about sex hormones, fertility and cramps and cancer and PCOS, polycystic ovary disease. We'll talk about the role of estrogens and other hormones in those conditions. And also menopause. If hot flashes are driving you crazy, I'll tell you what we know. Then part 2 is all about metabolism and mood. And we look at ED and diabetes and thyroid and skin and hair, and even how your mood is affected. And then the third part is how we put this to use. And we start off with what a healthy diet is, but then I want to go one step further, and if you are exposed to unhealthy industrial chemicals in foods or in cookware, I want you to understand how to change that. And we have menus and recipes, and I want to brag about the recipes for a minute. Lindsay Nixon is the happy herbivore. She's a brilliant recipe developer, and she did all the recipes for this, and they're just really wonderful. Relatively few ingredients, easy to make, relatively quick, and they all taste just super. So my hope is that that's a tool if you know somebody who's having these issues. Let me encourage you to share that with them. The whole idea is, instead of people thinking, okay, I'm eating bad foods, and so now I'm sick. Let's be more nuanced about it. I'm eating foods that change my hormones, and that in turn causes all kinds of problems that I can change if I simply know which foods to eat. Make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Is clear? Okay, all right. So let me ask your help. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you found the whole day useful. However, the people who need this information the most are not here. They didn't even know this event was happening today, because they're 12 years old and they're living somewhere. When they go to school, they get chicken nuggets that are given to them, and they think they taste pretty good. And then when they go on the way home, they stop at the 7-Eleven and they get a Coke and some string cheese. And then when they get home, their parents put a frozen pepperoni pizza in the oven, and that's what they think is normal. They turn on the television. Half the commercials are more snack foods. The other half of the commercials are for medications. They make it look cool to have diabetes, and they think this is the normal way to live. We can change this. We have to change this, but we can't change it by keeping silent and keeping this to ourselves. We got to learn how things work, and then we've got to connect with each other. I'm talking about social media, or your family, or your friends, or the people that you work with, and then you've got to share this information as much as we possibly can. In the same way that all kinds of harmful mythology gets spread. Don't you need meat for protein? Don't you need milk for calcium? Can't soy kill you? All of these crazy things get shared around. You need the truth to be shared. So when I say share, I mean make noise. I mean, let's go all over our social media. Let's really make a lot of noise. And if you haven't yet, let me encourage you to go to our website, PCRM.org/balance. Even if you're a member, go there and sign up. We give you many more resources. They're all free. And we also will let you know about legislation that's coming up, chances that you can weigh in and change this world. I want to finish just by saying thank you so much to the organizers. Thank you to Michael and all the others who have really been changing the world and have been inspiring me so much. Thank you. Thanks to all of you for coming and sharing this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Barnard.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you very much. All right, for those of you that are going to stick around, let me give you that. That's for you. Thank you so much. We're going to do